It's Knock Knock. How's it going, chat? Knock Knock from The Hives. One of my favorite songs from The Hives. Kinda unknown. Maybe underrated, I don't know. But definitely unknown. It's good. Hi. We're gonna do a run. And that's about it. I might or might not do something else. Probably not though, but we'll see. Like, if it was for me... Wait. I noticed for the first time there is a line in the lower part. No, I don't want to see the credits. Hold on. It's only on this picture. Only on loading. There's kind of a line on the lower part. Interesting. I wonder if it's part of the picture. I don't think it's my TV, because I don't see it anywhere else. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, on any other, like, New Year, I would don't give a fuck and just stream the whole thing. I don't really care about New Year very much. But tomorrow my sister travels out of the country, so kind of we want to be with her. That means I have time for one run. Maybe two. Like, I guess it depends where I reset. Right? Like, I can admit 1 or 2 reasons on Anthony if things go green. Thank you for the good luck, Loaf. How you doing? Do you have any donation incentives? No. I decided to leave those out because I want to concentrate on doing a good run, and making incentives will make that hard because I need to practice more stuff than what I'm just gonna do on the stage. Mostly because it's my first time there too. So I decided to keep it simple. Maybe if we get like 100% or something eventually, I can do an incentive for choose alignment. Because then it's also more interesting to show different alignments.
I could not see beyond.
I'm doing this too late. Like, that's the easiest one. It's the second time I failed it. This, I'm fine failing that one. Because if you fail that one, that means you're also closer. The closer turnaround, so it's not that bad. But yeah, like in general, I'm also like bad with incentives. Not gonna lie. Like I have a difficult time remembering quite different strats from the same run. Because it's like like subtle different strats. I feel like if we run into an incentive, I might just forget about it. Or I'll forget something. Even if I had commentators to help me, I'm probably gonna forget a little something detail somewhere. Thank you for the good luck. And the other thing is, I don't really know how much incentives affect. Like, there's definitely, the game would be definitely a little bit more visible because people that are looking into the incentives page will see the name of the game. So I guess there can be a little bit of getting the word into the unconscious part of people, but I don't really know how much it is. No idea.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I.
Because other than that, I don't really have a reason to do it. Forgot mine. You have an incentive. What incentive do you have? Nobody seems to notice. That's the other thing. Like, so few people know the game that they're probably not even gonna notice. I think it was like grabbing an extra item. Yours. Miss 1B. They do mention then during previous rounds, yeah. Here's the awful classic graphics. That one I remember? Okay. What are the classic graphics on 3D? She's tired. From freeware that replaces 3D models of a bunch of things. Like, I like those graphics better, but I guess in the setting of 3D, they probably look very out of place. That's what I'm thinking. Or not. Do you account for the lining at all? Or the lag of lining? You mean? Sorry. It's just that that game is very dark, I think. Yo, sir. Oh, look at that. That means I need to do a little bit of this. Okay. That's because I failed cutscene merge. Yeah, me too. I just like pixel art in general. I'm a big pixel art enthusiast. It has a literal gamma filter over the entire game for some reason that wasn't there. Interesting. Wonder if you can take it out. You know, kind of like what Emma did with Twig. Yeah, I think the thing about Cave Story is the million launches syndrome. It's like Skyrim. There's too many versions. And too many soundtracks too. The Twig Emma had the full source code. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a lot easier to work with. Sure.
From my research, it is apparent that the
One of them just has a lot of ports. Okay. 4 still a lot. Like, I don't know how different they are, honestly. I'm probably just talking out of my ass here.
This devil's work.
Are they different enough? Because the thing is, for example, this game also has 4 versions. But between them, there's just patches. There's no new content anywhere. There's also no remodel of anything. It's just literally patches. That's it. Music is the same, graphics are the same, content is the same. They're not really that different. Develop. As of the different versions of Eternal Darkness. It is the most different, even ignoring the graphics. I see. Bunch of extra areas. No. Okay. We were... Yeah, don't worry. I won. Listen, I don't even know if I'm gonna play the game. I play a little bit of Twig. But I'm... I just had such trouble with the physics of the game. I never liked floaty games. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it. Again. Come on. Okay. It's not just about tough to get used to. I can get used to. It's a taste thing on my end. I got used to brawls, and I play a lot of it. Yet I prefer the physics of melee. It's a taste thing. It's not a getting used to problem. On my side, at least. I got used to the game. Like I got pretty far. I just need to feel the gravity of characters. Fuck. It's like me preferring Go over chess. I like the freedom of chess. But ultimately, it's a taste thing. Thing about CS for me, the games feel great on once you have the booster. Which one? Because there's like 2 of them. Or not. Ooh, extra zombies. Okay. Yeah, 2.0. I know 2.0 changes the physics quite a lot. I didn't had 2.0 because the game is super good at not telling you anything about the secrets of the game. And so I only saw it on runs, on like Emma runs. And it looked pretty cool. I gotta save. I won't even look at chat. My brain is saved. Nothing else. Brain empty. Head empty. Words. Universe doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is saving. Okay, cool. .8 is not even 1.0. All right. They get it so late. It's 1.8. Okay. Fair enough.
Dreams. Modern psychology of
push me? I don't know if it pushed me. I think it pushed me to the side. Not forward. Which is fitting because it's not finished, something like that. 30 seconds of basic movement. Yeah, seems fair. I think kind of sounds to me like what I have with Lost Vikings 1. I started with Lost Vikings 2 when I was young. And that game has a lot of movement options. And so I was never able to play 1 because you don't have any movement options. Compared to 2. At least. That was a very close sanity effect. I wanted to make it explode. And I have to super sneak later.
This isn't really happening.
Yeah, also, you know, as punishing as 2 is, I think 1 is more punishing. I played it once, and I remember having such a hard time. But maybe I misremember. Chansey can probably give a better opinion. Because he speedruns both. You. Well, start with that. This. Okay, not that bad. 1, 2. That's very fast. Okay. Super Snake. Oh, it's a sanity effect? No? It exploded. Okay, we got a frame perfect trapper, I guess. Yeah, because getting a sanity effect there is pretty much impossible. If you do everything well, your next sanity effect will happen during the Ramdao fight, which cannot happen. So that would reset the timer, and then no sanity effects later. You only get it if you're like super slow somewhere. And that didn't happen this run, so... Instead, we got a frame perfect explosion of the dropper. Lag or not lag? No lag. Nice. Slow boosting was enough for you? I don't remember if... Okay, I just have enough money. Just went for it. Pretty good. I might have been a gold without the saves. Because I lost like, I don't know, 10 seconds saving.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention.
Max time. Oh. Probably fine. So I reviewed some of the... I reviewed the... because I was in big doubt of the rules of Go. So I reviewed some of the rules. I think that's too far. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go for it. I was like... I had this doubt about the points. Like what happens in case of a tie, or how do you make up for Black's advantage when starting. And yeah, like I did remember that you add some points on 19 by 19, but apparently it's on every board. And there's like different theories about how much it should be. Because I think there's not really a consensus. It varies from like 5.5 to 7.5 around the world, depending on the country or the federation. And the time you exist. Like there used to be pretty much no advantage, and then they started putting advantage because Black was winning too much. And it has been increasing over years, over and over. You? What am I doing? Ooh, that's interesting. Never seen that. So, is that just pausing during the reload? Like the pistols went crazy. I wonder if it's just pausing or the free gas had something to do with it. I would assume it's just pausing. Hello, Nano. With Chuggy, playing first is an advantage, but it's somewhat smaller than chess due to playing from hand. What do you mean? Yeah, apparently in Go, the advantage is huge. Like what? I think that the most standard today is 7.5 plus points to white, just by not starting. The 0.5 is to don't have ties. If you're okay having ties, you can just put 7. Like 0.5 A presses, you know? There's like a few countries that are okay having ties. Australia is one of those for some reason. Ooh! Ultra fast. Guardian. Holy shit. No. Don't enchant anything. No, don't. Whatever. We're gonna reveal. Sure. Why not? When you capture a piece, it enters your hand. Ooh. Oh yeah, I don't have that. After max. I'm supposed to cancel a spell. Good thing that happened to me now. So I remember on the run. Because I haven't been on that situation in so much that I kinda just forgot what I'm supposed to do. There's Choggy in the Yakuza 2 run. Like, you actually have to play it. But you pay a guy to teach you how to cheat. Okay. And just flip the board near the end. I see.
The ancients' influence was incredible.
Yeah, imagine a Yakuza run where you actually have to, like, on one mission you have to play a Go match and you have to win, otherwise you can't progress. Holy shit. Or maybe you don't have to win, but runners have to win because you get a very expensive or useful item out of it. So speedrunners actually have to learn how to play Go in order to and abuse the AI of Go to get good runs. Whereas on casual, if you lose, you just don't get the item, you know, it's not big of a deal. The year is 2030. Yakuza 10 runners are dan number 1 of Go, just so they can get first place, or a run that can get record. Oh, that's so close to it, but I'm not inside the wall. That wall has like, I think it's like several layers or something like that. You gotta go through all the layers. People have tried to wrote all sort of nutty things into Yakuza runs. Yeah, it's like playing bullet on chess. Like there's this thing, there's like rapid, I think it's like 10 minutes. Blitz is like 3 minutes. Okay, give me a second. Pay attention here. And then there's bullet, which is like 1 minute per side, which is insane. But then the people that play that get like completely optimized for that game, and they're like not as good on the rest of the formats, because at that point it's not like how rapid you move your hands is really important at that level, right? Because how fast it is. So it's not just about chess anymore. Bleeding walls make me waste a lot of magic, sucker. So I'm not wasting any more magic for hallway skip. That's fine on the newer Yakuzas. Will be turn versus. Really? I had no idea. Please. Why do I don't have movement? Fuck. Okay. Never mind. I got like at like the last second, I guess. Thanks. I was ready to lose a lot of time because of trying hallway skip but not getting it, which is a big time loss compared to just don't going for it. Not going for it, rather. But we got it. Somehow. Speedrunning all traditional board games by resigning immediately. Yeah, but that's like die percent. That's like when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna speedrun live," and you just killed yourself. But no, that's not any percent. Because for any percent, at least you have to beat life, and then you have to define what does it mean to beat life. Does it mean to die? You don't just game over when you play a game any percent. So first, you gotta define where are the credits of life, and then you can start making decisions about how any percent would look like.
Remember me, Alex.
This isn't really happening.
And let me not get started on 100%. I'll have my torch. Let's put it here. Jesus. Yeah, I only understand that reference because of how much Emma has taught me about that game. Like I actually know some bit about the game because of you two. You know, you and Emma. More than me playing the game. Okay, explosion seems to be on the board. Yeah, also some sources even said that, you know, apparently you would need, like, some people say that the advantage of white should be the same among boards, at least on the 3 big boards, you know. Some other people say that it should get bigger as you go smaller, which is counterintuitive. Like, most people would think you need to go smaller as the thing goes smaller, but the thing is, if the board is smaller, one piece, even though the points, the difference between points can be smaller, the thing is, one piece that you put on the board has a lot of influence for later. And so that gives a bigger advantage. That's what we believe. Like, it's complicated. Not as that simple, and that's why it has changed over time. It's also very unclear for smaller boards because, you know, the standard is 19 by 19. While there are tournaments with the others, they're not as big or as important. And so people don't talk as much about that. I'm running Socialist Revolution percent. Is a longer, yeah. Yeah, no, that one. Is it even, like, possible?
During the time of the Inquisition.
Like, I think people has been theorizing that for a while. Yeah, and the same goes, like, if you go super small, and we saw that the other day, like, black pretty much destroys everything and gets, like, on 3x3. And so I think on things like 5x5 or 3x3, I think the advantage for white was like 24 points or something like that. Bunch of guys ran it. You just need to be optimized a little bit more. Yeah, okay. I mean, awful in terms of results, because in terms of play, there's just not too much to play of. Again, it's like playing tic-tac-toe. It's just kind of boring once you figure it out. Fuck. I don't know if I'm in time. I might still be in time. Okay. Ooh, okay. A little bit late.
Brother Luther, not a moment too soon.
Should have adapted to the weird time. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the camera. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Hello? Okay. So probably gonna do an attack later for that. So you don't wanna press the custodian too early, because if you do it, the custodian is gonna body block you, but also not too late, because if you do that, the cutscene advances to the next stage, and then the custodian goes all the way up. If you play with a chicken, yeah. Just 5x5. I had fun playing 7x7 on Go. Like, I feel 5x5 might also be fun if you can find the good commie. So commie, by the way, is the name of this advantage that is given to white in order to make the game even. Spelled with a K. K-O-M-E-I. So if you can find a good commie for 5 or 7, those can be super fun, I think. Just as fun as 9x9. You already found the good commie? Yeah. Yeah, no, the best commie. Also gonna be my commentator at GDQ. So go follow Nano. He's also the Yakuza MVP if you happen to like those games. And if you don't like those games, you can also go watch because you can be a game viewer or you can be a streamer viewer. I feel like that's like the two big kinds of viewers out there. You know, the ones that follow the streamer that might watch anything just to hang around. I'm actually gonna assign this because I'm gonna use it later. And but there's also the viewers that only go for the game. And there's, of course, it's not a black and white. Fly in the room. I double? What is double? Dude, I'm right there. I actually moved. I promise. Like most things, not a binary. Wait, no, runs Yakuza. Yakuza. I also the first chapter, yeah. Do you mean you're a double? Or a float? You're not just a bit, you know, a binary. I am a double. I have how many values does a double have? Like 10 to the something power? Don't really know. That is bleeding walls. Good news for me. Are you an integer? I mean, an integer has infinite possibilities, but it's infinite countable, like countable infinite possibilities. So it's less than if you're a real, even though it's infinite. So some people might get insulted if you tell them that they're an integer. Yo, Watan, how's it going? It is you. I've rearranged your desk for the 1,000th time. Alright. I won't judge. Paul is a cat. Your froggy headband arrived? Nice. Is that like a headband that has like frog ears? Or is it like a specific character that is called Froggy? That might also be a frog, but... I'm pure imaginary? Okay, that's good. So you're as infinite as reals. So you... Nono probably got insulted when you call him integer then.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along.
Double means you casually engage in something. Okay. It's a woolen headband with frog eyes in the top and it's cute. Nice. Imagine me strictly embedded in the reels. I mean, I consider myself complex. Sometimes I'm either a quaternion. Can sleep on it. He's huge. Nice. I used to have a huge cat too. He didn't want to be that close to you though. Ooh, that's gonna suck. So what do we do about this? Let's start using this. I could just load, honestly. Let's see. I think it's fine. Like I might stall for a little bit of health. Yeah, I need health. I'm stalled for magic.
You are a clever man.
It's just Amber. I don't know those numbers. Okay, not yet. Not yet. I'll take that. I'm stuck. Can he do it? Can he do it eventually? No. Fuck. He will do it eventually. If I had more sanity. Don't worry, we have a second try. It's needing enough magic. Okay. Yeah, I fucked up my angle. One, 2, 3, 4. I fucked up my angle, so I got stuck on the wall, and then the guy was just walking instead of running. Which you would walk infinitely, which is enough to, you know, go farther away than the wall. But when you have 0 sanity, you have a limited amount of time with control of the trapper. So you would lose control of the trapper eventually. Ooh, that's attack. Ooh, okay, that is not good. Let me think. Let me think. Yo, Alexa, how's it going? Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, just a little bit too late. Well, that load took a lot of time. Nice. Where's my pull? Do you just lose your pull when you do this? Alright. So I'm very worried about this magic. I kind of want to get enough for a pull here. Let's try Ocarina game. Oh, you're pretty behind. Or my chat is pretty behind. Still legit run? Maybe. Everything depends on whether I get the correct item. Like, everything's aligned. I have the V-Prom, I have the Restore, but I don't know if my hit manipulation is correct. Or rather, like, the hit manipulation is probably right. Is legit. What can accidentally happen is that I touch a B prompt.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind
On Anthony. And then you don't get any item after the teleport. Because you don't have the get item state. I think you just get the message. Like, you just get a beeper. I don't actually know how it looks, I think. I probably knew at some point, but I forgot. But yeah, this is legit. I've been getting a bunch of legit runs lately. Yeah, this should be guaranteed bleeding walls. I need a notch for that angle. The angle here is between down left and left. Yo, hello, Luna. Welcome to the stream. Fuck. That one I don't want to fail it, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the very slow variation, at least, where I have to reset the room. I just didn't get to move in the cutscene. So kind of like old strats timing. Where's my bleeding walls? Okay. Weird. Like, still lucky because it's good, but I might get another one. I don't know if I can pass the rest of this chapter in less than a minute. You're not dead? Okay. Yeah, this has been a good day. Hot, but I can survive. Come on. Okay, let's see if we get any sanity effects. I think this is the last room where it can happen. Yeah, okay. I didn't get anything. Anything bad. You cannot have reset room sanity effects here, I think. They've run out of blood, yeah. We got a big trapper. We got a small trapper. You summon one, he kills the other. You know the deal. Ooh, okay. Okay, sure. I mean, we got it. I just got a little bit confused. That pause might have been bad. Yes. I'm not supposed to pause there. I don't know if this fixes it. I don't think so. Probably not. Okay. I was matching pause because of the trapper. Let me think. Then this fixes. Yeah, if you pause on a specific part of the cutscene, I think you interrupt the cutscene and then it doesn't keep advancing. And I was matching pause because I wanted to get rid of the trapper because I was too slow, and I got my timing kind of fucked up because of the sanity damage at the beginning. Yeah. I think this will work. Let's see. Please. Okay. I'm so happy that I know how to work with hips. It's nicer today than it's been all week. Yeah, here there was one day that was pretty nice. At least, like, early afternoon, I would say. Because it was cloudy and windy. But then later, it got kind of hot on later afternoon. And hot cloudy is not that great, here at least. But yeah, as good as it can be for me on summer, at least.
I can't
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the humidity. There's so many softlock that I had to avoid in RDA. Yeah. This game started having softlocks. A lot of softlocks.
There is like
After we got Freecast. And I guess technically the biggest amount of softlocks / crashes happen with CS. Like, possibilities are endless. But as it is now, CS is, you know, kind of a short run. And apart from the completely random crash, the rest of the crashes is just don't unpause the game and you'll be fine. You know? Whereas on Freecast, there's a bunch of crashes that are a little bit more complex than that. But there's also a lot of safe measures. No, there's way too many. Unless you only go for kind of crashes. But if you go to every single crash, you have to calculate the combination of doing CS with every single cutscene into every single cutscene. And that's probably a very big number. I think there's at least 20 cutscenes. So you have 20 to the 20th possibilities. No, wait, no. It's 20 times 20. It's a little bit less. Yeah, it's 400. Just a little bit less. I still can't believe how lucky I am on Michael. How do you get into speedrunning and speedrunning Eternal Darkness? I got into speedrunning on like 2012, I think. When a video of Metroid Prime any percent got recommended to me on YouTube. And I saw the movement on that shit and I thought, holy shit, this is such a cool thing. And then some friends at university, Emma among them, and Contreras, or Buster, 115 by the way, were also into speedrunning, so I remember talking a lot with them about the topic. And then I started searching for all the runs of the games that I liked when I was young. And eventually I found some games that didn't have runs or didn't have like very developed runs. One of them was Eternal Darkness. Okay, it was a 33. So the first game I actually did a speedrun of was Ocus Pocus, because it was a very underdeveloped game and a very simple game. So it was a good start. Eternal Darkness, probably not a good start for speedrunning, I would say. Even at the time, because it was more developed. For me, at least. Then I tried Hybrid Heaven, which had no speedrun. I mean, that's not fair. It actually had a speedrun. So yeah, like slightly not too serious speedrun, let's call it. It had way too much potential back then. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Sure. What do we do? Can probably like do a recovery into, yeah. Do that. Not yet. Just a little bit more. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, this is complicated. I'm farming magic. Don't worry about it. Don't think that's enough. Okay. Believe me, this takes less time than going for a shield. I think. So maybe don't believe me, I don't know. It's up to you. Just improvising. We're gonna hear the 2 minutes. Oh no. Loads of fun to watch. Nice. Marju and other speedrunners. Nice, thank you. But yeah, I think my biggest reason to speedrun and why I started was there was a bunch of games I really liked when I was young that I felt didn't have enough development in terms of the run and tricks and such, and I felt kind of bad, and I figured, okay, if no one wants to do it, I can just do it myself, right? Oh wait, I already did. I don't need to do those. That's fine. Is this enough magic? Just enough. Yeah, that's. It should always be just enough if I have the magic pool. Is that double steps? I think it's double steps. Like, I have my headphones far away, so I don't... It's because of the heat. But I think I got double steps there. I can actually hear the game, just not as much. Why is it important for me to know if I get double steps or not? Because That means I don't need to do manips on the doors. But some of the same for me, although part of that issue was the lack of knowing about SDAs and such at the time. I see. How do you uncover glitch techniques? That's what fascinates me the most. You poke. There's different kinds of ways. Like, a lot of glitches happen just by chance. Like by accident. Or you poke on certain mechanics that, you know, like you play around with some stuff. Like you get an intuition. I don't know, this kind of movement, for example, looks kind of sketchy in the mechanics of the game. So let's poke there and you start trying that kind of movement on like different collisions, you know? So that's the more, if you are going for the non-random part of looking for glitches. And then the most technical glitches, you can get to them when you actually get one glitch. You can start poking more into that glitch specifically, and if you eventually get a crash, then you can get pretty technical and go into like reverse engineer. Crashes are like the most interesting stuff in games, because if you have a crash, that means something went wrong, and that's usually a way to break a game. And so then you reverse engineer to see what it crashed and what you can use out of that crash. But that's like the more advanced part of glitch hunting. A lot of the time it's also like just looking like at the limits of the game. Something happens completely by accident? Yes. Yeah, those are like the fun ones. I have many of those in my career. Yeah, and also a lot of it is like the amount of people that are looking at the game. For example, I had this situation in Hocus Pocus where I discovered by accident arguably the most broken, I would say maybe the second most broken. No, it is technically, it is the most broken glitch in the game, but I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it, and I just like ignore it because I thought I did something wrong and I got confused. Months later, Melonax discovered the same thing, but she did it on a stream because I did it offline. I didn't stream at the time because it was my first game. I was just doing runs and like practicing and routing. Melonax streamed it, and Bismuth was on the chat, the same Bismuth that makes, you know, the great speedrun videos, because he was the first, one of the first speedrunners of Hocus Pocus, believe it or not. And he was on the chat and he was like, what the fuck just happened there? And so both of them started theorizing about that. And so it gets to show you how important it is to have like a second brain examining what you're doing, so you don't, you know, miss something. And so technically, like historically, that glitch is attributed to Bismuth and Melax. And you just have to believe me that I discovered it first, but again, you just have to believe me because I don't have proof. And that's why today I try to stream as much as I can, even when I don't do speedruns. Even though I know sometimes research streams or routing streams or all those streams get less viewers in general, like less viewership, I still want to do those to have someone looking in case something happens and I just missed it. Also for later analysis. It doesn't have to be live, you know, that someone discovers something. That was pretty good. Yeah, when I got my first record of Hocus Pocus, I beat Bismuth's record. It was a glitchless run back then, and I beat it glitchless too. So it was fair. Later, the game was super glitched, so it was not fair anymore. Oh no. I actually forgot this thing. No, that's Dispel. Let's cancel that. We're gonna do shield on the next one. We're gonna stall just a little bit there. That should be enough. I could just start doing the same. Nice. Yeah, the thing is, I am like... Something I discover with all this speedrun thing, and this is very different from me in the past, because I used to be... And I think it also changed with transition. And I'm gonna explain why. I used to be a very of-the-moment person. I'm still am, you know, but I was very extreme, like to the point of I hated people that took pictures, because I was always saying, like, if you take pictures, you're not enjoying the moment, fuck you, you know. I still believe a little bit of it to some extent, to like people that, you know, film an entire concert and don't watch any of the concert, you know. But if you take a picture, it's totally fine. And if you do a video, it's totally fine, of course. Nothing wrong with it. But the thing is, with time and with speedrun, I kind of got obsessed with documentation. Because I see like how much story is lost from time to time. And why do I say this changed with me with transition? Because after transitioning, I realized that the reason why I didn't like photos and videos wasn't because of enjoying the moment. It was because I didn't want to be on those, you know? But now I definitely want to be on those because I'm finally comfortable with myself. And we got triple trapper there. Fireworks for the end of the year. Firework trappers. Happy New Year, I guess. Alright, so 31 here is gonna be a 34, 35, I guess. Hopefully. Unless Spice decides to go crazy, then it can be a 36. And depending on how I do on this place too. Alright, that worked just fine. Yeah, so we will reach Pius on 32 something. So yeah, it's definitely not a 34. So we'll say 35 or 36. Make your bets. Your bet is on Pious Scratch? Okay. One way to find Beeskips is to know the largest possible time sense and then theorize. Yeah. Yeah, that's also a good one. Yeah, like hack the game into like what happens if I clip into this door and you just hack it and see if the game still runs normally and it's like, I don't know, the last door of the game, let's say. And so then the next question is, okay, if it works, for example, okay, cool. Now, how do I skip this door? And then if I find a way to skip it, it's a big time save. Kind of like what happened with Edward skip. Almost. Oops. Okay. Do I have enough time? Ooh, fucker. Yeah. But yeah, that's just like exactly what happened with Edward skip on this game. Because we had it theorized way before Sir cracked the first method. So something about ghosts, they don't actually change. They don't look at the artifact. So this setup is harder because you don't see the character looking at the artifact as a ghost. You only have to do it by the like dim lighting of the artifact and the sound of it. I guess you can target too. So ideally I like when I go down with Alex and up with ghosts. So the contrary of this. The opposite of this. Yeah, this Roberto is gonna be awkward. And its Pius is super close. And the artifact was close too. Frame perfect pause. I can go for it here because I have a good camera. So that fully skips the cutscene. Like you don't even load the cutscene. But then your camera is stuck like this. So it can be dangerous. It's barely a 35, I think.
Ah, that's the ticket.
Look at that. Doubters in shambles. That's just thanks to the frame perfect pause. Otherwise, the loading of the cutscene is probably like another 4 or 5 seconds. Well, it's just a pre-rendered, probably like 3 seconds,
Over, my dear.
maybe.
The ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you.
Probably gonna need some days of rest,
I'm sorry it had to be
because
like
this finger
It's
hurts.
not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you.
And when it hurts with a game like this,
And so
means
much
I need to
do.
rest.
Goodbye, Alex.
Because I don't do that much on this game compared to others. So last stream of the year.
As I gazed up at the ancient I had brought into this world to stop Pius, my mistake was made clear. This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pius's would have. And yet, as quickly as it began, it ended. To think that once I could
Just
not
today,
see
I also
beyond the
played
veil of reality,
a big Go
to see those
game.
who dwell behind.
And it was
I
very
once a
fun.
fool.
I was missing my big board so much. 'Cause those games are so interesting. Because of all the things you have to do on that massive board. Nah, you don't know. Can always win. Especially now that I know the rules about Komi. Yeah, what I wanted to try today is I want to do some testing with little chess. Like using one of my small boards to play chess with like less pieces and see what happens there. Small chess. Also finally have good water. I've been drinking water from the sink like for weeks. But we finally got our big bottles of water on the dispenser thingy. I didn't break it this time. It's still pretty hot. Oh my god. Meow. Come here, girl. I hear you. Come here. How you doing? Jodis. Touchroom. Cooking. Okay, goodbye. She knows, she knows. I think I told her like 3 times for each of you. So I think she knows. Okay. Okay, what about we do some small chess now? Let me see, and I might have time. Give me a second. Yeah, I think my sister's still busy. I'll tell you what, I'll do a BRB, which might be an end of the stream or not. You don't know. The secret. I don't even know. Nobody knows. Okay. King Gizzard? Yeah. Sounds about right. Secret ending. Yeah. Alright, let me get rid of that. Go here. And go for the VRV. And then I might or might not be back with some experiments of board games. Stick around.